Welcome to LFC Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for all things Liverpool FC transfers. Like and subscribe for more football updates. Our first news is Liverpool star now on brink of transfer U-turn. Sporting director Richard Hughes and head coach Arne Slot are eyeing reinforcements in the market and will likely need to sell plenty of talents before they bring in anyone new. Space will need to be made in the first-team squad in order to upgrade, and that's why certain stars have their futures under intense scrutiny. Diogo Jota and Darwin Núñez could well be sold if the price is right, while Luis Diaz and Federico Chiesa may also move on. We could see Tyler Morton and Wataru Endo leave, while there is uncertainty over multiple defenders, including Joe Gomez, Jarell Quansah, and of course Trent Alexander-Arnold. One other player also tipped for the exit is Harvey Elliott. The England under-21 man has barely figured for Slot during this Premier League season and was linked with Brighton and Borussia Dortmund in January. Elliott will be staying. The 22-year-old is capable of providing cover for Mohamed Salah on the right wing as well as in attacking midfield, but does not seem to possess the characteristics to satisfy Slot. It was reported a couple of weeks ago that Liverpool would be prepared to accept £40 million to £50 million for Elliott, whose current contract runs until 2027. But now comes the news in Football Insider that Elliott is set to stay for another season at least, that is unless a ridiculous offer materializes. Liverpool will not look to sell Harvey Elliott this summer despite his lack of action in the 2024-25 campaign, a report reads. The Reds view Elliott, 22, as an all-important homegrown talent with huge potential for the future, and will not accept a bid unless it is too good to turn down. Each club squad must contain no more than 17 players who do not fulfill the homegrown player (HGP) criteria. The rest of the squad, up to a total of 25 players, must be homegrown, states the Premier League. A homegrown player means a player who, irrespective of nationality or age, has been registered with any club affiliated to the Football Association or the Football Association of Wales for a period, continuous or not, of 3 entire seasons, or 36 months, before his 21st birthday. Given the uncertainty over several homegrown players, such as Kevin Kelleher, Alexander-Arnold, Quansah, Morton and more, Liverpool need to keep hold of all the homegrown stars they can or else risk fielding a reduced squad next season. For the 2024-25 season, Liverpool registered a 22-man squad, with 7 homegrown players. That is one reason why Elliott could be set for a surprise transfer U-turn. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our second news is Aston Villa target transfer for Liverpool forward with £47 million fee mooted. Aston Villa transfer latest as they're linked with a move for Liverpool forward Diogo Jota in the summer window. Aston Villa have been linked with a surprise move for Liverpool forward Diogo Jota come the end of the season and the beginning of the summer transfer window. Jota joined the Reds from Wolverhampton Wanderers in 2020, after they'd lifted the Premier League title for the first time, for around £40 million. Jota, 28, has had his injury problems to contend with while at Anfield, but he has proceeded to score 65 goals for Liverpool and will be helping them to their second title of the Premier League era by the end of this season. They're currently 13 points ahead of Arsenal with only 5 matches left to play. The Portuguese international has a contract which runs until 2027 on Merseyside, but there have been recent reports ahead of the summer window that Liverpool boss Arne Slot could look to shake up his forward line when he is afforded the opportunity. Having signed up Mohamed Salah to a new contract, Slot also has compatriot Cody Gakpo on his books, but there have been links with Luis Diaz, Darwin Núñez, and now Jota, while Federico Chiesa has struggled to make an impact after he joined the club last year on a permanent basis from Juventus in his native Italy. There have been suggestions that Jota could be available for £47 million and that has alerted Villa, who will look to strengthen with a further recruitment drive this summer. Newcastle United have also been linked, with suggestions the striker could be used as a makeweight in an offer to the Magpies for Alexander Isak, as well as Jota's former club Wolves. Slot recently dismissed the idea that he was actively looking to part with Jota, or Núñez, I am happy with Diogo and I am happy with Darwin, but I always say in football there is no long term without the short term, and I am fully focused on the short term. Since he and Darwin both have contracts for years, the last thing that is on my mind is these two. Of course, we are a bit focused on the other players, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Mohamed Salah and Virgil van Dijk, me a bit, Richard, Hughes, probably a lot, but the ones who have a contract I am not focused on that at all. For Villa, of course, there is much uncertainty. They remain in a position where they are fighting to maintain their Champions League status before the end of the season, and in doing so they would have access to a higher level of transfer target. There remain decisions to be made over loan pair Marcus Rashford and Marco Asensio, too. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our last news is Liverpool join race for £110 million Bundesliga star as summer plans take shape. Liverpool enter Premier League race for Bundesliga sensation. Liverpool's summer plans are taking shape as the club look to reinforce a title-winning squad ahead of Arne Slot's second season in charge. With the Premier League crown potentially secured this week, attention is already turning to the transfer market. But Liverpool won't be alone. According to Caught Offside, Liverpool are in the race to sign Bayer Leverkusen superstar Florian Wirtz, with Arsenal and City in the mix for the Germany international, who could leave the Bundesliga this summer. The 21-year-old has emerged as one of Europe's standout young talents, playing a central role in Bayer Leverkusen's title-winning campaign. Leverkusen are resigned to losing Wirtz this summer, with the reigning German champions setting a price tag as high as €130 million, £110 million, for the 21-year-old attacking midfielder, who this season has again been exceptional. Interest across Premier League elite. Liverpool are no strangers to Wirtz, having been linked in past windows, but the Premier League's financial powerhouses, Arsenal and Manchester City, are both circling. For Wirtz, a move to England feels inevitable, but the destination remains uncertain. While Liverpool may offer historic prestige and immediate momentum under Slot, Arsenal's youthful project and City's consistency present serious alternatives. Both clubs are expected to invest heavily after falling short in this season's title race. As Caught Offside notes, Liverpool have been linked with Wirtz in the past, though Arsenal and City's interest does complicate matters for the Reds. Midfield spark versus structural needs. Wirtz undoubtedly brings sparkle. His creativity, movement between the lines and capacity for unlocking deep defenses would suit Slot's vision for an expansive, modern Liverpool. He is, by many estimations, a future Ballon d'Or contender. Yet, for Liverpool, it may be a case of priorities. With midfield not the most pressing concern this summer, spending a nine-figure sum on Wirtz could come at the expense of more urgent squad upgrades. As the original report notes, Liverpool need to address squad problems before targeting Florian Wirtz. The defensive line, long praised for its balance and aggression, now shows signs of erosion. Injuries, aging profiles, and form inconsistencies have exposed vulnerabilities, particularly in central areas. Attack could also see major rework. Equally, the forward line is facing an uncertain summer. With both Darwin Núñez and Luis Diaz linked with moves away from Anfield, Liverpool may need to reinvest in pace, finishing, and flexibility up front. Thanks for watching. That's all for today's transfer update. But the transfer window never sleeps, and neither do we. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the latest Liverpool FC transfer news, rumors, and confirmed deals.